Hi Jamie, really great to meet you last night, pal. Some really good work done. I do apologise for the hand in the top corner. It was quite a bright evening, as you know. There was quite a lot of glare coming from the sun, so I've just had to cover that a little bit. It doesn't really affect the shot too much. The main things we were getting done last night, obviously we tweaked the setup a little bit. Just got you into a more functional grip. The posture itself was pretty good already. We just adjusted the weight position a little bit. We got your weight forward a touch more, the hands forward a little bit more, and a lot of what we did last night was based around trying to control the low point of your golf swing. So trying to get a good strike on your shot. To do that, sorry, you've really got to make sure you get your weight forward, you get the hands forward, excuse me, getting the weight forward, the hands forward, and making sure that you're striking golf ball first, turf afterwards. So if we just go through this first one here, so if we start back, and we talked a little bit about the length of the backswing, obviously how that affects the amount of power that can be generated, but it's not something I'm too worried about at this point. We can get to that point later on. And then as we start to come through, it's very much you know, controlled by the shoulders, the hands and the arms. Not a lot of lower body movement going on. And then a separation of the elbows through impact. So the elbows come apart, club comes away from the ground. And it's very wristy, elbows folding, trying to get through to the top of the backswing very quickly. And the majority of the session, in terms of actually teaching you technique, was mostly based around what happens from the top of the backswing, and it was all to do with feeling as though you were squeezing the elbows together on the way down and on the way through, and trying to raise the belt through impact. So if I just take this back here, I've used Grant Waite as a model for you. So if I just draw a line across his hips here, that's the top of his backswing, and then as you can see, as he starts down and through, if you have a look at how tight the elbows are together, he's already starting to push up here, the elbows stay tight together, arms straight, and then he's raising the level of the belt through the shot. You can see there quite a distinct height gain. So if I just go quickly back to yours, line across the hips, we go back, you can see there's no real lift. If we just take you to this position here, we can see that the chest and stomach is pointing down, the hips are still flexed forward, and if you look at Grant in the same sort of position, you can see the hips tucking under, going up, forward, and also very narrow gap between the elbows. If I just get rid of those lines, you can see the elbows separating there, and also the angle of the left wrist here. So using the right hand quite a lot, trying to flick it, trying to get the ball up in the air. It was causing a lot of problems in terms of strike. There was a lot of thins, a lot of top shots, just a general struggle with any sort of consistency. If we just fast forward towards the end of the session, same backswing length pretty much, but now if you watch the difference as you come down and through the shot, so elbows are staying tighter together, much smaller gap, and you can see the pelvis working up and forward, and torso extending up rather than flexing forward in this sort of way as it was at the start of the session. So main points for you to practice were weight and hands forward at setup. That just gives you the best chance of being able to hit the ground in front of the ball. So that's king. Ground in front of the ball, if you can get that, you're on to a winner. And then as you get to the top of your backswing, you're thinking arms straight, squeezing the elbows together and tucking the hips under, raising the belt as high as you could through the shot. Again, really well done last night. Good luck with it, and I'll see you again soon.